We're live. Thank you, Father, for getting this fence built. Thank you, Shiloh, for having the ability. Get my water here. All right. I told some of these subscribers I'd let them see this fence being built before I got it all. I got a lot of fence to build, but thought I'd come over here and let's see what I got going here. So, turned out like I thought it would. It's looking good so far. I'm going to put another rung. I'll actually put here, I'm going to throw that up in just a minute. So, anyways, yeah. Thought I'd come out here and show you this fence line that I'm building out here. I'm in the driveway. Nobody's going to come in my driveway here. That's nice. It can be parked in the driveway. And I asked Kevin when's the last time he's seen somebody come in the driveway. He said weeks ago. So we're out here in the driveway in the desert, and nobody's going to come down the driveway for weeks at an end here. So we could just park in the driveway. Look at that. We'll just park right in the driveway and nobody will come bother us because it's been weeks. Kevin said it had been weeks since. So a little shot of the farm here, little shot of what we're building out here. I've got the trailer hooked up to the 4Runner, and we're building the fence here. Fence is a priority. I want some kind of fence line here or something. You know, he's going to send National Guard to the door and all that. So a little look at the build here. What I'm doing, these are all repurposed materials from the mill. These are live edge. They got live edge on them still, but I'm using them to harden my boards, to nail to the bottom, nail to the top. A little shot of what I got there. I will put another rung right up here or something to tie this off. Probably another one of these mill ends. And then from here, I'm going to put another large one just like this. Yes, oh yeah, look at this. No neighbors. No neighbors. No neighbors. This all turns green. There's the nearest neighbor is way over that little house, way over there. So, and the other one's even further over there. This is all the farm. This is the Rusty Dragon here. A little shot of the Rusty Dragon. Whoa, hold on. So Rusty Dragon there. The cabin over there I've been working on. Pull the face off there. So yeah, room to grow. So, anyways, it's chilly. It's like we got into the negatives this morning. We were literally like -2 degrees, I believe, out here. My hands are hurting, but I'm not going to stop. Excuses are like, you know what? Everybody's got one. So I've got some boards cut here already. I'll probably set you down here for a minute. Probably can't be out here too long. The phone will get too cold too fast. That's how cold it is. The phone won't operate, but that's all right. We'll figure it out. Yeah, well, whatever. It's not whatever. Self-made. That's all just a bunch of nothing. It's all repurposed material. But here, a little entrance. We'll walk up front here real quick and kind of show you, and then I'll walk back. I don't know if you can see the UFO over there. We got the spinning entrance. Here's to the front of the property here at Silver Rock Ranch out here at High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. Little shot of the sign here. The signs, that's for the entrance, slow down turbo. So, and then as we go through, we got some of these little spinning things I'll bring, and then I'll walk back. Woo, it's cold, man. Holy smokes. So this is the entrance into Silver Rock Ranch here. We've got the spinning, I don't know why it is. I got to have things being on a pole. I told about Kevin I want to take and bring the other windmill blade and put it on the wind turbine that I built over here. So here's not a shot at the other one here. We got something up here. Oh, we got one spinning right up here above our head too. So there we go. Look at this. What does this say? This is what Jesus says. Jesus says, don't sup with swine. No pigs. People in government. No government. Self-reliant. Become your own system. Remember, there's more than one Jesus in Scripture, and he doesn't want us to hang out with swine. So no pigs, no copsuckers, no clown cops, no people in government. 40% of you people in America, you work for the pigs, people in government. You're not welcome here at the farm. We're self-reliant. We don't want no taxation without representation. Grow a tomato plant. That's how you stick it to these pigs. So no pigs on the property. Okay. So, but anyways, hallelujah, Father. Thank you so much. Yeah, darn bums. Sit there and just collect paychecks and don't do nothing but enforce commerce. Commerce cops. Commerce. I'm a veteran and I used to be a pig myself. And I'll tell you what, they enforce what is called commerce. All crimes in America are crimes of commerce. So, people in government. There you go. There you go. People in government. Pigs. David's got it figured out. That's why it says no pigs at the front of the property. So, anyways, we want to make it known. If I can get my butt back to work here, guys. So, we're walking back up to where I'm building the front of the property. Back up here, I'm going to actually do a building. Like there's a building right here. That's just a building front. I'm going to put one over here too on the very corner. So here's what we're building, guys. Now I got to get my butt to work. I got to stay busy here. Hold this phone up here. But this is the fence line that I'm building right now. I'm hardening the fence line. Obviously, I have the fence like this here. I'm going to put an actual building on this corner. And this corner here, I'll put like a little fake building. So, credit. I have land. I don't measure my wealth in credit. I measure my wealth in land and ounces and gallons and long-term food storage and water filtration, you idiot. Credit score. Zeros and ones. We got some zeros and ones in here, boys. Credit. Remember what they said, the more credit you have, the better you are for the government. No, you don't need credit to have land, you idiot. I bought my land, you freaking moron. Get out of here, you silly goose. 65 acres. Move on. You don't own any land. Get out of here. So, anyways, brothers and sisters, we're going to build an actual building right here on the corner to harden the corner of this building. Here we are with the fence line that we're doing here. So, let's take a look at what we got going there. I'm going to go ahead and probably put a top on here too eventually, something to where I could put some plants, maybe some annual flowers up there for the summertime. So, all right, a little chilly out here. Oh, don't be waving your stupid flags in here. I rebuke America, a nation, a disgusting, filthy nation. America is a corporation. Don't sit there and wave your flags. Burn that flag. Burn it, burn it, burn it. I'm not a veteran, so you couldn't burn a flag. Burn that flag. Burn them all. Flags. What do you give your allegiance to? A flag? A flag? Or to the Most High, to Shiloh, to Christ Jesus? I don't give my allegiance to no flag or no country. Grow up. Stop flagging. They already flagged what they're doing next. So anyways. All right, we got birdhouses on poles, brothers and sisters. So, hey, if you want to burn the flag, it's all right. If you don't, that's all right either. But we don't kill women and children in other countries, so it's called the right to choose, okay? Not freedom. Rights, right to choose. So, anyways, I support Colin Kaepernick for taking a knee. I don't support the platform, the National Football League, a tax-exempt corporation, or actually him himself, but whatever. You make me salute the flag, you know what's going to come next? Kind of like Mr. Musk. All right, got to set you down, guys. Got to get to work. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll put a ledge up there. And then I'll put some annuals just for the summer, you know, some color up there or something like that. Would be neat. David sees what I'm talking about. Just for some annuals. All right, guys, I got to set you down. I already did all the cutting on some of these. So I'm going to start hanging this up. I'm going to point you over in this direction. And you guys are just going to have to chill out. And hang out for a minute. Let's see. This is your fancy stage that I'm going to set you up on here. All right, let's get... So we're building the fence because he said he's going to bring the National Guard to your door. I don't care about no stupid National Guard. Bunch of no-goes. Weekend warriors. No, World War III's already started, man. If you ain't figured out, wars are already started. Wars are always start in America with tariffs, embargoes, and sanctions. That's how they start. So, not with ordinances falling on your head. That's not how they start. Let's put this big bad boy over here. Yep. That'll work. That'll work. Man, it's cold out here. Feels like 20 degrees. That's not the one. All right, we gotta give you how to make sure it's straight. Yep. got in here? We got a few of you guys still in here. Yeah, we're trying to make her square, you know. And put an electric wrench to keep that. Yeah, nice. Nice. Thanks for coming in, brothers. Just appreciate it. Yeah, out here in the high desert. We'll look at what we got going here, building out the fence here. Again, gonna do this all the way down the front side. This gives me area where I can still see out. Again, I'm gonna probably put some kind of flat something up here, put flowers up there. I'll probably finish this off with another run of this, or maybe a squared out. Maybe I'll just leave that and let it weather out. We'll see. I'm not sure. Haven't got to that. I'm out here in the high desert, out in Silver Lake, Oregon. Out here at the rim, the edge of the Great Basin. Newberry Crater sits over there. Fort Rock, I can see the tip of that. Right over there is the Three Sisters, Mount Bachelor. We've got just about everything. Deer and pronghorn, antelope, cougar, bear. Further up in the woods, the wood line's right here. The woods are right here on the edge of this. I'm sitting on the edge of the wood line right here. Down the edge of this, right to the edge of that road is the woods right there. Right there is the woods. There's woods all over this. All over these are all woods right back here behind me. So all this was cleared out. This used to have trees out here, but the farmers, this was all cleared out. The farm, you know, came out in this valley, and this is the Great Basin. About 700 feet out here. There's a Crater Lake not too far down the road from here. Anna Reservoir, which is spring fed by Crater Lake. There's multiple water sources. The high desert, the Cascades are all dotted with high Cascade lakes out there. Tons of hiking lakes and stuff. Tons of underground caverns and stuff. This place is an absolute gem. Pitcher Rock Pass out there where the petroglyphs, Cowboy Dinner Tree, Summer Lake Hot Springs, been there since the 1900s. Black Hills. This is the icon of the valley, Table Rock. We've got all this here is all fissures, like, you know, that were like Hawaii, where they spew out, not bang. That the one that went off was Newberry Crater over there, right over there, and it blew off that way. It went the other way. So beautiful place to be out here in the high desert. This all self-made. Everything you see here I've put in by hand. All this road, everything's been done with the sweat of my brow. I do it all with well, somebody was nice and purchased me a cordless tool. Normally I do everything with a generator and do it that way. But anyways, I thought I'd stop for a minute, let you guys take a look at what I was doing here. A little shot at the rusty dragon back there. One of the build outs here at the how to defend yourself out here. Yeah, just don't be around people. Go further into the woods. Go further into the woods. Don't be around any of this stuff when it goes down. That's how you do it. You fight by flight. And for now, I'm hardening this place right now. So there'll be multiple gates they're going to have to go through. Trump said he's going to bring the National Guard to your door. So, you know, get away from people, have a B plan and a C plan. I plan on getting goats, using those as pack mules to go further into the woods. And I'll come back here later. If it's here, it's here. If it's not, it's not. I don't care. I'm not fighting anybody for dirt. I don't care. It's just dirt. I don't care how shiny or what shape it is. It's just dirt. Most everything I build is just repurposed material anyways. I mean, it has its appeal to it, but it's just dirt, man. Father says if they come to take what you have, don't fight them for what they've taken from you. Just Get away from it, man. Come hang out with people like me who don't want to fight. Although I can take your life with my bare hands, I'm not threatening you. I'm just saying I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to hurt anybody, fight anybody. I want to have extra food, extra fuel, extra ways. I'll be my own. That's why I live. Notice there's no neighbors anywhere around me, anywhere you see. Nobody in sight. Not a soul in sight. The city's looking like a ghost town on a moonlit summer night. All right, so there we go. Just like that. Yeah, thank you, Victor. I don't fall for the donkey or the elephant either. Oh, good. Victor doesn't play the donkey or the elephant game. Oh, no red or lollipop or blue lollipop for you, huh? You don't need a vote for your own enslavement, do you, Victor? For your own overlord. You don't need somebody to rule you. You mean you can police yourself? You're self-reliant. Good for you, Victor. You're not putting a burden on society by being a... Could you know the north from the south or the east from the west? If I dropped you off somewhere in the world, could you figure it out? So... lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, good for you, Victor. Good for you. Good for those. There's people who don't want to... I'm not going to want to fight anybody. I think everybody will fight everybody, and then I'm going to come back and take all your stuff from you guys after you're laying in your pools of madness and insanity with no more heartbeat. And I'll be like, oh, look at all this stuff. There's stuff laying everywhere. Hey, are you going to use that? Hey, are you going to use that? Hey, he's not answering back. I've been trying to get him to answer me for minutes. Hey, David, why don't you ask him? David said he ain't answering, so we'll go ahead and take that. I don't feel bad anymore because, hey, we waited months to come back here before the smoke cleared. You know? So, yeah, don't fight anybody, brother, sister. Be wise as a serpent, gentle as a dove. There's other ways to beat this system. It's by growing your own food or doing what I'm doing right here. This may not be the answer, but this is as close as I can get with the means that I have, because I have very minimal means. And as you can see, I'm repurposing things from a mill. I didn't buy these boards. I went to the mill, and because I'm nice enough and don't take their stuff, they give me access to some of the stuff that's there. That's the ends that they take off of some of the packages that are people buy the square, and they get them. They buy the round, but they get a square, and so these ends are what I get access to some of these. So I try to be courteous, and these people are people of faith. They are Mennonites, so they're very, they do a lot of things the old way. So anyways, I'm gonna set you down and keep going. Thanks for coming in. I'll check back with you guys. I don't have a whole lot more boards up here cut, so I'll be back with you guys in a minute. I'm building this fence out. I said I would let you guys see the fence I was building, so hang out, watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Ooh, pardon me. Oh boy.
Ground's frozen out here. Ground's still frozen.
I saw the boards are cut. What do we got in here? View in. I'm starting to raise your own food. Yeah, I seen that thing. They culled 120,000 ducks over this stupid January Giannis ritual. Told you guys this was going to happen too. Gave you a big fair warning about this. Wasn't like you didn't have somebody that didn't tell you why they're doing this too. So there we go, guys. We're getting there. A little bit at a time here. Well, this is the first day. Yep. Yeah, I wish I had some help. That's all right. I mean, there's lots of things that could be done out here. I'm going to take this fence line and run it the whole 40 acres. Apologize there. I got a little bit of a runny nose out here. It's really cold. So, but it's coming along. It's coming along here. This is what I pictured in my mind, and it's going to turn out. This corner of the building right here, or this corner right here, I'm going to build a little, a little building, like a little fake, whatever, looks like a little building on the front of it. So when you pull up that corner section, you'll have a building right there. By the way, I'm parked in the driveway. Look, nobody's cut. Kevin said last time he seen somebody come down here was a couple weeks ago. It's just repurposed material. Edwards, I'm saying, it's just, I just take and redo things. I just like to repurpose. I apologize. My nose is running here. I don't think I brought my little freaking piece of tissue out here with me. I must have brought it inside, but yeah, it's going to turn out okay. And it hardens what's already here. And I'm going to make this area right here. You say, hold on a second here. Let's see. Yeah, nothing. That's okay. All right, guys, I better not stay out here too long. I don't have a full battery today, but I'm going to go inside here in a minute, warm my fingers up. My nose is running. But it's coming along, and it's just repurposed material. So it's hardening what's there. You can see what I did is I took this 4-foot fence that I already have. I hung all this field fence, years ago to keep the animals, keep myself contained in here. But I got these mill ends with this live edge on here, and I ran that to 4 feet, and I've got these to 6. That way I can run another stringer up here like this, like I've got on this one here. And I'm going to cut the top of that off. I'll cut the top of that off now that I have that. And actually some of these too, it is probably 35 degrees out. It's the heat of the day right now. It's the heat of the day, about 10 degrees cooler. So these are a little shorter here, but I'm just going to go ahead and make it so it'll just come down. It'll come down a little bit, so it doesn't have to be. Actually, it'll be all right if it doesn't all sit at one level. Even if one little section's down a foot and one's up a foot and one's down a foot, it'll all be 4 foot on the stringer. You know what I'm saying? See how some of these get a little shorter right here? Some have to make it a little bit shorter, but that's okay. Like I said, it'll all turn out. It'll look okay when you, from the backyard, it'll look even better. No, the backyard's like 40 acres back, so that's a long way back there. But anyways, it's coming along. This is what I envisioned in my head, what it would look like. I still want to be able to see onto the property and see out here. And if you look from here, if you stand up, when I show you back here, I'll show you over here. If you're at the property right here, I can still see into the property. See what I'm saying? I can still see in here. I have a privacy fence, so to speak, to keep animals. I ain't trying to build some compound or something like that, you know. You're not going to run from nothing, man. But it still gives me the ability to see out of this area. And then, like I said, I'm probably going to put a nice flat piece of board up there or something wide, 2x10 or something, and put some potted plants out there for the summertime. Some annuals or something like that out there. So, little shot down the driveway here. Walking down the driveway. I had to make a separate driveway because this driveway gets all filled with the water from the pivot over here. So I've made another driveway. I drug it the other day, which helped. You can see I pull a drag through here with the it's like some animal hair there. But this is the second driveway. I built this driveway by hand. All these this driveway was here, but I've rebuilt it through the years. And this whole driveway I put in by hand. I pulled, dug out all the bushes and put this second driveway here in by hand. But that leads out to the highway, out to, the road. It's not really a highway. It's oil dry or kitty litter road. But I pulled the drag out the other day. So little silty, it's kind of powdery still, but it's better. So, but it's coming along, making progress, going back down the driveway here, out here in the sage and the rabbit brush. We've got kind of a mix here, but coming back down, you can hardly see the old Forerunner there. Look how painted it, and you can't even tell. It just blends into the desert now. Would you look at that? Can't even tell where's the Forerunner. But anyways, coming up on the fence line here, walking back up onto this fence line here. So from right here, I've got these poles again strung out over here. I'm going to kind of do the same thing, very similar over here. On the bottom of this, though, I'm going to put a land for days. Land for days. That's why I told you. Where are you at? Why are you not out here with me? Maritza? Is that Hispanic? So, but anyways, I'm going to build again on this end. That's why I didn't do it right here. I'm going to go ahead and take it all the way to the top. It'll be just a little bit taller over here. And then I'll make this end a building and then this end a building. Quizzical. Nice. But same thing here. And then I'll start back over here. We'll walk through the brush here. Walk around the big brush. This is all sage. This is all sagebrush. It smells so yummy. It smells awesome. Even this time of year, stuff smells so good. Oh man, can you smell my fingers? All the smell like, ooh, that's sage. Does anybody know what sage smells like? Do you know what sage smells like? Man. Oh man, even in the wintertime, sage smells so yummy. I love the desert. So again, okay, nice. So so Maritza. So you gotta roll, you gotta have the R. Okay, I understand. I grew up in Los Angeles, was born in the San Fernando Valley, in the valley that just burned down. But used to speak pretty good broken Spanish, but not so much anymore. So that's what the backside looks like, guys. That's what we'll see from the inside. So don't look too bad. It'll eventually weather out. And I kind of look what we get to see. We get to see that, we get to enjoy that live edge on the inside. Look at that live edge. So see that live edge? See why I'm doing that? I want the live edge on the inside. So I want to see that live edge like that. You know what I'm saying? So from here over, I'll build this into a building. And this will be a building here. All the building will go all the way up on this corner. So it'll have a building like I built right there. I'll zoom in here. Hold on, I gotta lean against this fence. I built this. It's just a fake building. See that building right there? That's just a front. That's actually pretty tall. I don't think I'm gonna build it that tall. It's like 2 stories. But that's just like a business front, like in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like a movie set. So it's just the front. So I want to build the front right there and a front right here. So it'll have a building front on it. Oh, you're from Canada. Okay, cool. Right on. So you don't want to be the 51st state. Yeah, these are all mountains in the background. These are all mountains right here. Big, huge. This all lifts up. This drops down like 2,000 feet. This is all the big edge. Right here is a big edge that all drops off sheer on the other side, like real steep down in there. That's a whole other valley, like 2,000 feet down, right on the edge of that lip. Right there. That all probably at one time, it lifted up like that. So, and these are all mountains in the background right here. This one's you can't see, this one's 8,000 feet right here. That's 8,000 feet. That one in the background is 8,000 feet. That one right there. The top of that one's 8,000 feet. That's over 6,000 feet right there. And I'm sitting at 4,700 feet right now. So I'll continue this fence line here. Like I said, that's what I'm working on today, is getting more of this fence all hardened up. So the front of it is, we have an actual fence. So nobody can just drive on through. They're going to drive through whatever they want. Oh man, New York. I hope you're in upstate New York, man. I've been to New York. I've been in the city, and I'd prefer to be in upstate than than the city. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get back here and warm my nose. You can see it's getting a little. I wish I could keep going, but I need to take a break here for a minute. Warm my fingers up. It's the real. I don't do that stupid real feel. I don't like the real feel, but it does. You're definitely feeling it now. But let's go back and I'll go back onto the property. I need to plug this phone back in anyways. It's got to be done. So anyways, this is Table Rock. This is the icon of the valley out here. Upstate. Nice. No much better up there than, oh boy, New York. I don't know if I'd want to be in New York. Just not that I just, not the place for me. I'm not, so, but anyways, let's get back in the vehicle here and we'll back this thing back into the driveway. I don't have the whole thing to where we're gonna set you guys down at. I don't think I can do it. Orientation is locked. I can't set you that way. So just give me a second here, guys. Whoa! You gotta look up at the. All right, let's get her back inside the gate. We're backing up here. We're gonna go ahead and put this, back this thing up, back down here, and I'm gonna back through this gate right through here. Here we go, back that truck up. Shucks, I'm the best backwards driver ever. No. You know what straight line backing is? Anybody ever tell you how to straight line back? We're going right through the gate right now with a whole 28-foot trailer and all. Oh, straight line back in. Woo, shucks, we're gonna back that truck up. Can't be a farmer unless you can back up a trailer, right? One-handed while holding the phone. Should have showed you through the front there. Ooh, here we coming. All right. Look at that. We just back through that gate. See that? That's how you do that. I've had a commercial license since I was 20 years old. So here we are back by the building here. Backed in there. Can you back up with a phone in your hand and back up like that? Got to be a good driver to drive on a farm here. So I am a farmer, so I got to be able to drive as a farmer as well. Drive the tractor, drive the pick 'em up truck. So, all right, we're in the old 4Runner. This is my beater here, but this is the one that I'm going to stick with for now. I've got the other truck up for sale. I just it is what it is. I got to get this land paid off. So, little shot out here. Again, we're inside the 4Runner. I'm going to hop out here and go inside and get this phone. Yep, said charge your phone. I knew it. It's coming. My phone is dead. My phone is dying. It's dying. So, anyways, let's get ourselves back inside. So here's a shot at like this temporary building. I got to get this up. The wind caught this, and I didn't get the chance to put this back up. But it's just a pile of old material like this. See all this old material? All this old material. Like this right here. I'll take that and I turn it into something like this. Now I've got something leaning up against it right now because the weather caught it, but I've turned it into a little old building here. Painted what I put on there, feed and tack or something. I painted something on that. Feed and tack. Little shot of a repurposed building. So this is what I'm saying when I'm gonna do that corner. I'm gonna do that corner just like this. And then I'll continue this corner back through here, back down to that pole right here too as well. So this whole corner will have a corner on it. So, all right, let me get this. Grab my drink here. The old trusty 4Runner did the job for the day. Thank you, good old Ford. I left my drill over there. I got to go get my drill, guys. Can't leave my drill out there. Can't leave my drill. Nobody will come down here, but I just better go grab it either way. I don't want to leave it out there. So, yeah, this is the one that I painted. Used to be red. Still got some red. I haven't painted the interior yet. I'll show you the red. See, it's got the red. I painted it this sand color to match the desert out here. I don't like a flaming red chariot there. That doesn't match, so now it matches the desert out here. Look at that, you didn't even see it, did you? Ah! Oh, just being silly. All right, let's go walk back up the front gate and go get the drill. Left the drill out there. This is where we backed up from. Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just that front seat's a little torn, but it's okay. It's got a seat cover on it. Seat cover's in very good condition. All right, where did we leave? We left the hammer and the drill and the screws out there, or the nails. So another little shot of what we did today, guys. What got done out here. I got about 20 feet of fence done today, but just got it set up, kind of got the idea of what I'm going to do now, and I'm going to keep running with this same fence line there. But let's get this. Like I said, nobody comes down here for weeks on end, but let's go ahead and grab that stuff there, and we'll head back. Like I said, my battery's it said battery dying, so got to take her inside and charge the phone. It's probably about that time. I think I need to get some food in my belly. Maybe some coffee. Is it coffee time? I don't know, but all right, in the front we go. Front of the property here, the Silver Rock Ranch, the High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries. You got the little spinny wind turbines doing their thing here, spinning. little action at the front of the property. Uh-oh. Drop the darn drill. Oh, I bet the freaking drill bit. Oh well. At least it didn't break. Maybe I can fix it. It ain't gonna ever drill the same. All right, back in. All right, what we got here? All right, what do we back? Put this inside for now. Put this inside the. Pick them up. Oh boy, she's super bent. Turn the other way. Oh, I dropped the big drill bit and bent it. See if we can bend it back without breaking it. Nope, not possible. Broker. These bits are so cheap these days. Well, supposedly, you know, one of them hard bits too. Man, you drop it on the ground, most time they just break. So you can still use it for a minute, but look at that crap. I mean, come on. It's supposed to be a hardened bit. Not so hard anymore, are you? So, all right, put that in there, put it in there, put it in there, there we go. Still got the keys in here. Nope, I got the keys. All right, going back inside the cabin here. Take a look at, oh, there's some of the old, there's the UFO out here. What, did we lose one of our lights there? Uh-oh. We got a light down that fell off the UFO. One of our solar lights. She came unglued. Who's got a UFO? Who builds a UFO? I don't know. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Oh, what are you doing, big old biggie, my biggie guy? I love you. I love you so much. Do you love Dad? Yeah? Do you love the Dad? You guys watching Dad work. Nice. All right, yeah, anyways. All right, back up front. Here's the pick 'em up truck that I'm selling. It's online. Got this one online for sale. It's the double cab. It's in nice shape. It's been taken care of. The double cab. No funny smells. Got a backup camera, all that good stuff. So good shape though. Good looking little rig. But I believe it or not, I'm going to go with something newer. And I normally don't like newer stuff, but just many more of the newer rigs driving around than this model here. And yes, they do. Uh-oh, I just lost my freaking... I can't see the screen anymore, guys. We got to go plug in, guys. I can't even see the screen. It's all black. Boy, that died fast. Oh, it's because I got that camera turned all the way. Where are you going, boys? Where are you going, boys? Are you going to go inside with the Dad? Okay, hold on here. Going inside. I can't see nothing. Can we see? Where'd our chat go? Uh-oh, we lost the whole chat. We lost... maybe you won't lose the stream. I don't know if you can see me or not. All right, give me a second. All right, going inside, guys. Come on. Oh, it's nice and warm in here. Nice and warm in the cabin. Oh, what do we got? We got something that pulled up some other screen I never seen. What screen is this? Oh, there we go. No. Ooh, my battery's at 3%. 3%. All right. We're turned her around. Okay, I think I left my water out there. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll get off here in just 1 minute. We'll close this bad boy out and get her done. All right, brothers and sisters, thanks for coming in. Thanks for you brothers and sisters that are helping be eyeballs. I told you guys I would show you. There's my tissue I was looking for. Supposed to be in my pocket. But I told you guys I'd show you building the I gotta move the solar panels too. I gotta go move the solar panels. There's always these duties in the sun's. I better do that before it gets dark. I was charging my battery. I still got those other ones out there too, don't I? The other solar lights. So this is a pretty cool headlamp. I've used this before for lighting in the morning time. First part of the day. Right? All right, that's better. Hey, whoa, some strobe action there. So, all right, I better get off here and let this phone charge up for a country minute. I've only got 3% battery, and I need to let it do its thing. For a little bit, they give me a chance to eat. Maybe I'll come on. Yeah, I do. I appreciate, your eyes. From Germany. Hey, I'm in America, and Donald Trump says he's going to sanction Germany. What do you think about that? What an idiot Donald Trump is, huh? Sanction our own ally. Donald Trump is an idiot, and people love him. He's going to sanction Germany, brothers and sisters. Our home ally. We've been allies with Germany for how many years? He's going to sanction Canada. He's going to sanction Mexico. People love this idiot too. Thanks for coming in. There's some of us in America that aren't as stupid as the people who follow Trump and all his idiocracy, his imperialism. So I don't support the donkey or the elephant, the Democrat, the Republican. I go with the Lamb of God, Christ Jesus, Aries, the Ram. Hallelujah. So that's it. I don't do this donkey and elephant nonsense. So my brothers in Canada and sisters in Canada don't want to be the 51st state. Greenland doesn't want none of this stuff. Panama. This is insane. This is straight imperialism, brothers and sisters. So please become your own self-sufficient system so you don't have to partake in this beast. It's just unbelievable. So who would ever thought we would sanction Germany? Oh, what happened to ending the war in Ukraine in 24 hours? Liar. Liar. What happened to put Hillary in jail? Liar. What happened to building Greatest Wall? Liar. What happened to Hillary for prison? Liar. What about all the other lies he told the first time, guys? I'm not falling for it again. Now they're doing the same thing again. Jabadooski 2.0. Here we go. Same game, running it on everybody. Oh, we got the mRNA to get you the 48-hour cure in 48 hours. No, I understand, because we don't help that, though. You know what I'm saying? We don't help that, though. Honestly, you know what I'm saying, CHK, with your dollar competing against the euro, competing against the dollar. This is nonsense. Don't make no sense. I'm tired of it. tired of the way that the United States has just crushed everybody for the last 50 some years since we pretty much, took over as a reserve currency. 1945, we've done nothing but destroy this nation by policing everybody and becoming this big, huge hegemony that 1,000+ military bases in 180 countries. That's filthy. And I was a part of it, so now I'm talking about it so that I don't go down in history being one that doesn't. So I like that. That's nice. He plays the same old game on everybody because everybody falls for the same old game over and over. But there's brothers and sisters in Germany that don't want this. There's brothers and sisters in Iran. There's brothers and sisters in even Israel, even though that's not the physical Israel is not the Israel that it speaks about in the book of Revelation. There are people all over that don't want none of this system. So I'm intrigued to see when the new system comes, what it'll be for others. But myself, I hope that I will not partake in any of it, that I'll continue to push towards more self-reliance. You know what I'm saying? Self-reliance. And that way I can, whoa, what happened there? That way I cannot be dependent on a system that's just trying to do nothing but rob me more and more through inflation, through the printing of more currency. And it's not even legal currency, right? It's not even money. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's gold. And it's supposed to be gold and silver without interest, and now it's a paper. Toilet paper. You can wipe your nose with it when your nose gets cold. You can wipe your butt with it. There's been 4,000 of them, and every one of them's gone to zero except for the ones that are currently in circulation. So I don't support none of this anymore. It's all a heresy. It's all a foul. It's all not a part of the constitutional republic. And anybody who partakes in this is continuing to, supply this system. There's no such thing as government funded. There's only taxpayer funded, and that's ridiculous. So I'm not going to partake in it. I'm going to continue to speak up about everybody who supports us. Where are they going to come up with the $500 billion that they just came up for this whole Stargate nonsense? Where are they going to come up with the $500 billion? From the future, from you, the tax collector. That's who's going to pay for it. If I paid Pamela $1 million a day, it would take me 180,000 years to pay Pamela back. If I had borrowed $500 billion from her, paid her $1 million a day, take me 180,000 years to pay her back. I don't think she has 180,000 years to wait for that money. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of people who run from a calculator, run from math. You mention economics and they lose their minds. So it was fun, all in games until this, I heard what he said. Oh, the last administration spent $8 trillion. Well, you spent 8.8, you freaking idiot. You don't remember the math that you Yep, get off the grid. Stay off the grid, brothers and sisters. We're seeing that being on the grid could be disconnecting and burn you from the inside out. I think that's definitely it's ridiculous. And I'm a veteran and I don't even get Social Security. I paid Social Security and I don't want to check every month. I fought Social Security for 7 years, Jeff. 7 years. Went to trial, the whole thing. And I said, look, I'm not asking for a check every month. I paid Social Security since I was 15 years old. I want the money. I joined the military at 17. I want the money I paid into the system. You've been earning money on my money for how many years? Give the check to somebody else. I was even a single parent at the time with no child support, nothing, no help, no assistant, nothing. And so it's crazy what they do in the system with the unfunded liabilities, Social Security, disability, school loans, $200 trillion plus in debt this country is. And Canada's like, oh, yeah, we want to take on your $200 trillion worth of debt. Yeah, I don't think so. I think Maurice is like, no way. No, I don't. I don't want your 36 trillion, let alone all your Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, all that. I never heard anybody from Canada say they want to be the 51st state. That's only coming from the lame stream media. The freaking idiots are just full of it, man. But anyways, I appreciate your brothers and sisters. I appreciate that this ministry is it's on every continent, on all 180 countries. All this is not just limited to the United States. Yeah, I really wish George Carlin was here. It's a big club, Jeff, and you're not in it, all right? And neither am I. Yeah, I saw him up in Alaska. He was definitely. I can't even imagine what George Carlin would be saying right now. I said that the other day. I said that about a month ago. No way. See, no, I don't want. No. I'm the 51st state. Shut up with that stuff. I don't hear it. Since I say it's so stupid, man. Nobody said that. Like 81 million people voted for Joe Biden the first time. That's so freaking stupid. So, and Archie Bunker. There we go. Yeah. So, but anyways, great days ahead. Timothy, are you part of that golden era? Do you know what gold means, right? Gold is bell, ball, Baphomet, the one with horns, the golden bull. That's what they're telling you. People are just so lost in space. But the cream does rise to the top. There is abundance is awaits for those who get on the right side of this, though, brother says. You got to be on the right side of this. You don't get on the right side of this one, you are going to get drained like a swamp. I hate to break it to you. You are the swamp. It's stuff in the ground. You got to get it out of the ground. That all costs money. That all costs fuel. So whatever's in the ground is not accounted for. I don't care what's in the ground. Strawberry Mountain, Grand Canyon. I know what's in the ground. Dead people that they don't give a flying crap about in North Carolina. Still in the ground. And they don't care. Dead Americans. They don't care. Lithium, remember? Stupidity is what it is. Anybody who buys into this crap, it's the age of clay. Not golden age. Anybody follows that as a Baphomet follower. Goes after Baal, the god with 3 G's. Baby manger Jesus. Satan, the adversary, a polio, like the disease, no, like God, the bringer of the disease and the cure of the disease. Here we go. MNRA in 48 hours, they're going to cure your idiocracy. Can't wait till they cure all these thump idiots with all their problems that they have some serious issues. They got more issues than Time Magazine, National Geographic, Rolling Stones. Yeah, they do. Seriously, these people follow this chump and just revel after him. Chickens, they just called 120,000 ducks because of Giannis. And I told you they were going to do this. I told you this back last year before the first of the year. Told you to get eggs. Told you to get glassing some. Take and soak them in lime water. There's ways to get egg. You had plenty of warning about they were going to do this nonsense in January. It's because Janus is the two-faced god of January. The calendar month, January, that represents Abaddon John, right? I'm going to tell you about the drones the first day. There we go. Bend over and get the bird cough. Take it like a bird. I don't speak bird. Cheap, 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 cheap. Please don't cheap. Twitter, huh? It's so silly, guys. So silly to see this nonsense. These people are just, they've got, I told you before, this whole reselection here, these people are the most sleepy people ever. They're way sleepier than Joe was ever. Joe was not sleepy. Joe was an actor, just like Donald. And so is Billary, and so is George, and so is John F., and so is, they're all part of the wings to the same dragon. So Janice, Two-Face, God, say one thing, do another. I'm gonna be out of the war in 24 hours in Ukraine. Instead, he's gonna sanction Putin by 10%, Russia. It's all smoke and mirrors, brothers. I'm not saying that he won't do things, but I don't believe anything that comes out of this Two-Face joker. Whatever happened to, I'm not going to vote for this unless you take out the R2D2 LG3P X2D2. Now there's only one gender or two genders. Why does he say the same things that I say? Why is he saying what I said to you? How many months in advance did I tell you? Years in advance, he's saying the same things that I was saying about only being one race, man and woman, the human race. Well, sure, they all have. That's the last of our worries. You know what I mean, David? I mean, and I'm not condoning, being, heavily medicated or something, but, I mean, they widely prescribed cocaine in America for 30 plus years for just about everything from women's getting sick, to headaches, to all it was. And people were just, and I don't touch this stuff because I already feel like that. I already feel like I'm out of my brain skull. I take something like that, I'd probably just jump out of my skin. So, not my cup of tea. So I'm not much of a, no thanks. But anyways, nothing wrong with Joe. Nothing wrong with Joe. The problem, not like that, is that he can't keep his nose to himself. He can't keep his hands to himself. Somebody's been watching these streams. It don't make any sense how I say these things, and all of a sudden, now watch, they're going to do their pit ritual. I've been trying to tell you about this pit ritual, and nobody else is catching on this. Nobody else is catching on this fake rapture. There's going to be a fake that's the new false flag. The fake rapture will bring in space idiots and our artificial idiots, right? Antichrist idiots. All these people who believe that there's a computer can learn something. A computer doesn't learn anything. And that's what they have this whole rock convinced, like 8% of the people think a computer can learn something. And it's all part of this same nonsense. mRNA, track and trace, digitally credit, track and trace. No, my eyes are hammered. I mean, hey, I haven't lost it yet, but it's my eyes. So my right eye is so hammered. It is what it is. I don't think about it anymore. It's just like my back and anything else that's been messed up. I just forget about it and move on, and you deal with it. You become better in other places. That's kind of like if you lose one sense heightened. So I've just tried to make it put me in a better place. So, anyways, I appreciate you asking. Yeah, Wormwood. Yeah, here we go. So, but it's going to be the Muppet Show. There we go. It's going to be a big pull your chain, pull your string. Yep, there we go. The Muppet Show. David's got it. Here we go. Another Fraggle Rock, guys. One bat. Sesame Street type stuff. I'm serious. Like, somewhere over the rainbow. Oh my gosh. I just did Kermit the Frog. Oh goodness. I'm losing it, guys. I better take a break. I just did Kermit the Frog. How did I just do that? Oh my gosh. That was terrible. That was not even a good Kermit the Frog too. So my bad. We're copying the little green booger. freaking Yoda, right? Yoda's cousin, the long lost frog, right? Yod, Jot, Tittle, get out of here. Raising the Jurassic spine, the Jedi, get out of here. These people are. These people are definitely mocking. That was a horrible Kermit the Frog. I know that was not a good Kermit the Frog. Grover, there we go. Oh, friggin' the Muppet Show. It's a big Pirates of the Caribbean, brother, sister. It's the Tiki Room. It's the big animatronic Chuck E. Cheese game show. You've been tokenized, and you should go jump in the ball pit. The ball pit. There goes the ball pit ritual. Chuck E. Cheese. Oh boy, this is getting good, guys. You guys, we're going in the ball pit, right? Careful, we're gonna get you with the balls. You're gonna be playing skee ball with the wooden balls. Keep your hands to yourself, all right? Keep your hands inside the until the ride has come to a complete stop. Please do not exit the well, there'll be exits at the front and rear of this plane here, this space farce, Operation Fraggle Rock. It's just getting good, guys. I mean, it's just funny to see how far they can take this. And they've really pushed this down the rabbit hole like Alice in Wonderland. I mean, it is over the top, unbelievably. It is. It's an act, is what it is at this point. It's all a big show. I mean, come on. We're going to invent an mRNA shot that's going to go in 48 hours. It's going to personally, one size fits all, snap back at you, and figure out what's wrong with you, and it's going to fix you. The government's going to fix you. Are you ready to get in line to get fixed by the government? They everything up, brothers, sisters, they get their hands on. And you're going to let them stick you again, huh? Look at what they did the last time they had people play Pokemon. Everybody get their scratch and sniff snicker, right? Oh, wait, you couldn't smell anything, right? So, silly, isn't it? Just absolutely hilarious. These people just love it. They just take it deep, don't they? Take it deep. How many times did they get updated, boosted? Here we go again. This time they're not hiding it. This time it's straight. They're using the mNRA. They're not even hiding it. Not even hiding it this time. And then before it was the unveiling, the lifting of the veil. But this time they're not. They're just like 48 hours. We got you, man. We're going to cure every. We're going to make designer people now. Designer babies in the womb. Heck yeah, we'll fix you all your problems. We'll upload your conscience to the internet. You'll live forever in the web, in the cloud. Don't you want to get Oculi, get pop-eyed? It's like I said, some of this stuff is just over the top. Why didn't he tell us about the drones? How come we didn't hear about the drones? What about what he said about how they got, what he said about California, brothers, sisters? What did he say? He said it got hit. It looks like it got hit, but I can't tell you why, by what. It looks like it got hit. I can't tell you by what, but it looks like it. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, dude. I mean, come on. They are so in the open about this now. And that's why that's what I'm saying. I have no time for people who support any of this. System is completely against the people, just doing whatever they want at their will from the inside out, electrically disconnected because of the smart, because you're being metered. And that's what they're doing. And they're right now in California, they're doing it again. They're doing it again. Doing it again. Do me, babe, like Belle Bid DeVoe. Now you know, yo, slick, blow. That's right. I don't have to worry about having a mate because I get effed by the government every day. Every day the government effs me, tries to bend me over and put it in my, yeah, that's mente is the mental and govern is to control. And that's what these people are, mind controlled. Oh, just loving it. Do, 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 do. Just love their McDonald's, love their food. You could just tell they've been totally modified. They're like an android, been genetically. You could just tell them they're their fruit. They're just walking androids, just spewing venom. Imagine being an American. Being American, there's no such thing as America, M. Dot. You're an idiot. It's a corporation. You don't know your backside from a ground. It's a corporation. You don't know anything. You're just some android. I can already tell. You're just some hole in the ground. You couldn't know your left cheek from your right cheek, from that hole in your backside from one in the ground. You don't know. It's not America. It's a corporation, idiot. Not a constitutional republic anymore. You don't know that. You only know, well, what do you know? Put something in the chat that's worth something, or leave. Dot. Imagine being an idiot American that pays taxes to a system that's what? Net and gross. Isn't it gross what you net? Isn't it net what you gross? Is it? Oh, wait. Are you caught up in the web? I think you are. You want attention. You got it. Here you go. We'll give you some attention, troll. Now I've got you hooked. So what are you going to do about it? Can you want to wiggle off and get the hell out of here? I want you to put something in here that produce some kind of fruit. Stop being a child of darkness. Oklahoma's not making homeless illegal, Jeff. That's incorrect. There's only 2 states in the divided states of America where you can be homeless, and that's Washington and Oregon. Every other state, it's illegal. No, you're not. You're not older than me. You're an idiot is what you are. I'm eternal. You're not older than me. Time is an illusion. Dot, you're an idiot. There's no such thing as time. Tell me what the date is today. Tell me what year is. Let's see what kind of knowledge. What year is it, Dot? You're older than me. I don't celebrate birthdays, you idiot. I don't celebrate birthdays. What year is it, you idiot? Let's see how educated you are. Come on, let's see how smart you are. You're old, so you must be wise. You're supposed to be getting better with age. So tell me, like wine, like better with time. There's no such thing as time, you idiot. Tell me what year it is, because I'm going to show everybody in here how much of an idiot you are. What year is it right now? Doom, 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 boop. You can't even type very fast. I think you must have got a F in typing in school. So it's illegal to be homeless in 48 states in the United Divided Un-American Corporation called the Non-Constitutional Republic Corp statute, soon to be digitized, tokenized, America ever after. So, okay, I think Dot left out of here because Dot is like you're just a little dot. So it is illegal to be homeless in 48 states. And that tells you how much this constitutional republic has been dissolved. They'll fine you for having too long a grass in your yard. You think that's what the founding writers of the Constitution imagined this constitutional republic to be like? People being fined for having grass too long, having a flag, and there are all these stupidity things that these people allow, put themselves under these HUD and HOA ordinance advisories. They're a bunch of idiots is what they are. If you live in a city, you're wrong. You're wrong if you live in a city. God hates cities. Tell me where in Scripture that it's God supports cities. God hates cities. Narrow is the way. Notice all these little country towns got little narrow roads. All you broad ways, leads to the wide gate. That's the gate that leads to hell. God hates cities. God hates capitalism. So you think he likes people being stomped on by taxation? He whipped the people selling the doves. You've turned my father's house into a den of thieves. Now our body's a temple, and you fee a man and fine a man the way this America does. 50 plus years we've forced every nation across this whole rock to pay for oil with the US dollar. Gaming them over and over for money every single time. How do you think this hegemony American industrial complex? You understand? 50 years we've been forcing veterans like me to go around with 1,000+ military bases and say, buy oil or we'll bring the military and I'll bring these hands and we'll ring you. Yeah, we'll drop some freedom bombs on you. How about that? Some democracy bombs on you. Ordinances. Better careful with the algorithm there. So people can stand on the X and be forced to take the Jabadooski. I doubt this is not what I don't think these original constitutional wrote this on hemp. Congress shall establish no law prohibiting the exercise of free speech of the press and of religion. And look at what they've done. I've suffered because I'm a boisterous man, because I apply my First Amendment rights, my constitutional rights, and I've suffered because of that. Because I don't stand around and do nothing. I'm not that man. I never will be. I'll always assert my rights. I'm always operating in a private capacity, and I don't operate in commerce, never in commerce, always in a private capacity. So I'm not part of this corporation. I know my rights. I know that under the Declaration of Independence, if this government becomes exactly the government it is today, $500 billion taken from the people. Day 4, day 3, how much do you think this idiot's going to spend this time? You know, he spent more than Barry, Barack Obama, and Joe, his buddy Joe, and Kamala Allah Akbar couldn't spend Donald. And he was talking about that, oh my God, they'd spent $8 trillion in interest. That's just the interest that we're seeing. Vomit, you idiots. You ain't even begun to see the inflation he did to see from the $8.8 trillion that was spent in 4 years. Yeah, then they spent another 8 and another 4. Like I said, Barry, $10 trillion. $10 trillion, more than double the national debt. All the other pretendants combined. Took office $9 trillion, left office 19. 10 in 8 years. Donald John spent 8.8, remember, $2.2 trillion just to create that greatest jab ever in warp speed. $2.2 trillion. $1 trillion is $1 million a day, 360,000 years it would take me to pay you off $1 trillion at $1 million a day. Unsustainable debt. Can't pay it back at $33.3 trillion. It's not, they couldn't even service the debt. So they're all Joe's his best buddy. Joe and Kamala Akbar couldn't even spend as much as Donald Don, the pole lover, the man who decorates his house with Satan. Yep. Even Joe and Kamala couldn't outspend him. So here he goes again. Day 4, he already spent $500 billion. $500 billion is $500 billion, brothers, sisters. That is filthy, disgusting. And I already told you I would put him in prison if I was the pretendant of this divided states of the corporation. Joe was gone. Joe wasn't gone at all. There's nothing wrong with Joe. Stop supporting that narrative still, David. Nothing was wrong with Joe Biden other than he couldn't keep his nose to himself. He's a pedo and he's a Catholic. But there's nothing wrong with his mental stability. He's completely fine. And I've shown that through. They're all corrupt. Thank you. Two wings to the same dragon, two cheeks to the same hole. Democrat, Republican. That's the problem, is they're not supporting the constitutional republic. They're not printing money in gold and silver without interest. They keep making unconstitutional laws. An executive order is not constitutional unless it goes through the House, the Congress, and the Senate, through the judicial process. Although democracy is part of our legislative and judicial process, brothers and sisters, we are not a democracy. We are not some serfdom like we have been put back under merchant law. We are a constitutional republic. The Washington District of Criminals. So all these laws that are being passed by now by Donald Trump are not constitutional. All the laws passed by Barry, by Joe, by all these pretendants, unless it goes through the House, the Congress, and the Senate, it is not constitutional. And it tells us not. If they pass a law that's repugnant to the Constitution, we are not to follow that law. And none of these are constitutional. So I don't recognize none of this stuff. That's why I didn't follow it last time, because it's not a constitutional law unless it's been adjudicated, legislated through our House, the Congress, and Senate, using the democracy, the democratic process, but not just democracy. This is not a two-party system. That's not how this works. There was a House, a Congress, and a Senate. So I don't support any of this added revised statute. That's for a corporation. That's for a business. I'm not a corp. I'm not a dead man. I'm not a statute. Notice I speak. I'm alive. Oh, people don't like hear what's coming out of my mouth. I don't care what people care about their ears. Don't bother me and their feelings. I don't care about people's feelings. You can take the stupidest things, words I think I've ever heard in my entire life is officer safety. Oh, wait, that didn't come out. The one that I wanted. Oh, I mean hate speech. Yeah, hate speech and officer safety. Those words are just idiocracies. So officer safety, you're on the wrong line of work if you're worried about your safety there, pig. Go find another. You never heard of a song called F the Fireman, have you? Yes, executive orders are legal. They have not been adjudicated through the House, the Congress, and the Senate. So they're absolutely unconstitutional. No such thing as an executive order. Not part of our original Constitution and not legal. Not legislated through the House, the Congress, and the Senate, through the judicial, legislative, and executive branches of our government. Absolutely 100% unconstitutional. So is their democracy. It's unconstitutional. And it's not even a democracy. It's a merchant number, and your bond is sold on the stock exchange as the corporation called America. And it's a merchant number. They're selling your labor, and it's your W-2 that's paying for this $500 million for the Starlink. Bull crap. It's all nonsense. It's not even legal, not even constitutional. You're not supposed to follow unconstitutional laws. And that if the government does become tyrannical, that's when we are supposed to be using our redress grievance rights by forming peaceful militias. Peaceful. Using our First Amendment right. The First Amendment comes first. The Second Amendment comes second. First ballots, then bullets. This is the exact. It's not only the right of the people under the Declaration of Independence, but the duty of the people, if the government becomes tyrannical, to redress the grievances for what they're doing. If they do not, then we use our Second Amendment right to replace them. First ballots, then bullets, brothers and sisters. Notice First Amendment comes first. Second Amendment comes second. There's a reason why. For women, get off me, you big motherfucker. Get the fuck off of me. I apologize for cussing, but for the ladies, that's why we never give away our Second Amendment right. And they're coming for it, brothers and sisters. They're going to take it. Yes, they are, because you don't care about the ladies. You only care about being macho and going hunting. And that's the equator. And I apologize. I have been cursing in here for quite a bit. So, do you understand? That's why a man can always enter a woman's orifice. I know I'm a United States Army veteran, and the women have a different physical PT, physical training, PT standard. test and training than men do. We do not have the same frame. We are not built the same. I'm not saying women aren't hardcore. Try leaking 8 freaking quarts of oil every month and not die, or blood or whatever. Try dislodging near a watermelon through the crack in the hole without. Women are absolutely have a pain tolerance that are unbelievable, but still they're built different, and a man can overtake a woman. So F you men in America, you weak men. You should be standing up for the women's rights to the Second Amendment. A man can overtake a woman. Almost any man. I'm not saying there are some hard as nails women out there, but that's why we never allow the Constitution and the Second Amendment to be infringed. What part of it shall not be infringed do you not understand? So we do this for our women, brothers and sisters. Never forget the women. I would hate to have to see a woman have to take a man's life because she did, but I don't want a woman to ever have to be invaded by another man. Any one of her orifices. I don't care which one it is, brothers and sisters. You know, the ear is one thing, maybe hearing something, but it's not, we are not, you know, when you force yourself somebody, I don't care if it's with a needle. There's still a name for that, brothers and sisters. And that's what this government does, and that's why I don't support it either. You do not have the right to force anything in any man or any woman's body. Never! Never! Since the beginning of time. You don't have the right to stop a man or a woman when they're traveling in their means of traveling, ever. If they're not hurting anybody, leave them alone. Do unto others as that. Remember the golden rule of this golden age. Remember the laws of the land, the natural, the organic, natural color of law. The right to travel shall not be infringed, brothers and sisters. You can't stop somebody unless they've committed a crime. Do unto others as you have done unto you. Love thy neighbor that thy love thyself. We are not to be stopped, brothers and sisters. I've been a pig. I've been a prior law enforcement officer. I went through the Highway Patrol Academy in Oklahoma City. I was special weapons and tactics trained by LAPD Metro in Honolulu, Hawaii. Did all my night training, all the underground training, all the entry training, all that. I have this training. And I wish that I didn't, but it doesn't, I can't take it back, but I can do something about what I know, what I did, this system that I served. I served a system that I should have never done, brothers and sisters, but it made me and shaped me to be the man that I am today so that I can speak up for the right of the people. Just because my tour service ended with an honorable discharge doesn't mean my tour service ended. Although this country's gone to a hell in a handbag, that doesn't mean there are still not good people that need their rights defended because they cannot speak up. Some are very afraid to speak up. I am not afraid of anything. The only thing I fear is that I am not doing Father's work. I'm not doing Jesus Shiloh, the one from the house of David, born of Bethlehem, acting like Christ, conforming to his image. Meek, not weak. There's a difference between being weak and being meek. I am not a weak man. I am a meek man. I am a pacifist now. Although I was trained to take a man's life with my own hands, I choose not to partake in any of these things. I am a pacifist. I choose to be away from this. I choose to get away from it. I've tried to tell everybody I know, get away from this stuff. Don't partake. You got two modes, fight or flight. You're going to have to make a decision, and you should be planning ahead like a veteran. There's a reason why we can walk into a building and unalive women and children without even thinking about it, to get to the men, eliminate the threat, direct the threat. Because we do it day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and we don't think. You think you're going to die in war. And this is a war, brothers and sisters, whether you realize it or not. You are the enemy to this government. You are. Tell me this government is supporting you. How? By spending the future generations $500 billion. If I gave you $1 million a day, taking you 180,000 years to pay off. We have a larger military budget than every other country combined. 1,000+ military bases in 180 countries, brothers and sisters. That's every country. forcing every nation since 1973 to pay for oil with the US dollar using what is known as the SWIFT system, the international trade system that allows anytime you're going to pay for oil, you have to take your denomination, dong, dinar, yuan, whatever currency it is, and you're going to pay the United States. I am tired of this. I am tired of people not speaking up about this. We have been policing the world for 50 plus years, and enough. It's done. We need to stop condoning this type of behavior. We need to bring home every troop that we have, but don't do that now because the Senate has just passed the law where they repealed posse comitatus, where military whose weapons were pointed away from us, were supposed to be protecting us, are now pointing at us, brothers, sisters. Do you realize they made it you can draft women in America now? Why is nobody talking about that? Why do I feel like I'm the only one who speaks up? Why did I speak up about that years ago when they put that in the military times, Army times? And I made a huge stink about it on TikTok. That we don't draft our women, although I work with Sergeant Beanick, the first military police sniper in the military. It was a volunteer. I volunteered for that military. Now they're going to draft women, brothers, sisters. I don't approve of this. I serve this beast system. He said, come out of her, my people. Do not partake in her unfruitful works of darkness. Expose them. So that's what I am here to do. Expose this darkness. So you want them to draft? You want to send your women off to go fight wars in Israel and Iran, in Yemen, and South Africa, all these places, all these, Iraq, Kuwait? Is that where you want your daughters to go? We send the best of our best there. Not even the women and children or the women, brother, sister, but the men that are 18 to 30 years old. The best that we have. Send our kids off to go fight these banksters wars is what it is. Somebody said it earlier. So I don't support this anymore. And anybody who supports this system of war, taxation, it's not legal. It's not constitutional. Taxes were meant to be for the war. That's proof that we're at war right now. Why are we being taxed? Why are there yellow fringes around our flag? Because we've been at war since our inception, brothers and sisters. We are the war machine. This is what Eisenhower warned as the military industrial. This is the American industrial complex. The American military industrial complex with 1,000+ military bases. And now we can't even bring them home because they can be used against us. And that doesn't alarm this public at all. Instead, they're more concerned about what? What's going on with the drones, Donald? What's going on with the drones, Donald? How come we didn't find out what's going on with the drones? And what the hell did he say about California? It looks like this place got hit, but I can't tell you what by. I think I know, but I can't tell you. This dude mocks this channel, just so you know. I know he does. I know he does. It doesn't even matter. So does Pole Shift News. Nothing but Pole Shift on Bend Over Harlow Davidson, Harley Halo, Mr. Earth Tilt, Galactic Wave. So that's fine. Thanks for being a part of it, brothers, sisters. Know that when this goes down, Father was watching. And so are some of these other channels. They're watching this channel. You better believe they are. This channel puts out things other channels don't put out, brothers, sisters. This channel has been very set apart, one-off, not because of me, because of Father, because of the time that he allotted me to discover these things. So I better go charge this phone up for a little bit, put some wood on the fire here, get some things done. Definitely, you need to be your own boss. You need to be your own food source. I don't want to hear that you have local farmers and all that. That's nice. What happens when you can't get out of your gate, guys? What happens when you can't leave? I hope you have everything you need and extras so that when people come along and they're hurting, their stomach is just on fire. They've never felt that before. You can quell violence with food, brothers, sisters, is my plan. I'm going to keep storing food like a madman. like a chipmunk that doesn't need to be told to, put up nuts, or a bird does not need to be told to fly south for the winter. Does a bee need to know that it needs to collect pollen? Why does a cannabis plant flower and form trichomes, brothers, sisters? Because it's the ability for the plant to stay alive. Some of us, that plant has instincts. It's my favorite plant that grows up out the dirt, but it's got mad instincts. I can tell you that. A plant's got instincts. You got cannabinoids in your system. You know that? Maybe they make you a little more instinctual, if you will. But I'm telling you, brothers, sisters, your alarm bells, without cause for alarm, should just be sounding right now. So I am going to continue my search for the right people. I need people who are self-reliant, self-sufficient. People can get in there and get their hands dirty. People who know how to work. People want to do this. I'm not concerned about anybody coming. I can work with Kevin. Kevin's going to work. He can get his hands dirty. I'm sure there's things that Kevin could teach me, but I believe that I don't want to say Kevin is more of a, I'm just trying to do Father's work, Appletree. I'm just trying to do Father's work here. I don't want to make this about me at all. I really want this to be a service to the body, and I do appreciate that. I'm just trying to be an example, and just walk in Christ, be an image of what He did. And thank you for the compliment, but please give all glory to the Most High. Please give all glory to Shiloh. He's my inspiration. He's what gets me up to do these. Because there's times, I'm not kidding, guys, the devil just gets on my back. I don't really discuss with this very much. There's times where I come in here and do a live, and he will not Father, but I get the monkey on my back, and it just floors me, and I'll get all ready. I'll pray. I don't normally just come on here on a whim. I do a little prayer before I come in here. I sup with Father, and I don't make any kind of notes or anything, but then sometimes I get in that mode. I'm coming on, and he'll just wipe me out. So I have a dark side that's always working against me. So I appreciate you guys' inspiration, because it really pushes me to continue in here, because it isn't about me. It's about you. It's about you coming back and seeing what other comments are, or maybe some of the subject matter that's being spoke of, not me, but the actual content of what's being put out. So all glory to Shiloh. All glory to this ministry for being able to continue. It's daily. I try to get in here every day when I can. I really, really do. And I don't do it for me. I have to do it because I have to obviously take up my cross daily. But there's times I'm taking up my cross that I'm not here. But I really do it for the ministry. And I appreciate those that give me that support, because a lot of the times that's what I think about when that monkey's on my back, or the devil's just like, you're too tired, just do it tomorrow. It's all right. It's one of those things inside. I've already prayed, and then I get so tired, guys. I know this sounds weird, but my body will just go from completely, I'm jazzed up, I want to come in here, and then I feel like I just have the rug pulled right out from underneath me. It's like, oh my, come on, I want to do it. And it's so hard. So I a lot of the times I can kick that when I think about you guys that come in here and you need the channel up. You don't need me. You don't need me. You need to come in here and you need the channel up so you can sup with others, or somebody you were talking to, or maybe you did have a question. But so thank you, Father, for the inspiration of the body here that continues to motivate me when times where I lose all the motivation. I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about this, but there's times where I'm ready to go. I've got the stream up. I've got it up and going. I've got an idea of what it is. I might even have the description in and have everything in. And then all of a sudden, bam, I just get floored, man. It just pulls. It's a rug pull. So it doesn't happen often, but there are times I've wanted to come in here. I'm serious. I've wanted to come in here, and I'll just get rug pulled, man. I'll just feel like I've lost everything. Like and I want to go lay down, and I don't like that. So I appreciate you guys that come in that keep me motivated, because I'm like, man, I got to do this for the other people that come in here. They're not in here just to see me. They come in here and talk to each other, and you guys make comments, and so I appreciate it. What an inspiration it is to continue um, to do this daily. It feels right. It feels right to come in here. I don't think like I'm overdoing it. Is that your life every day? It's an up and down, isn't it, Jeff? It's up and down. You know what I'm saying? We're emotional beings. I mean, I'm not some robot, some caveman. I think that's probably why I would have a little bit harder time keeping somebody in my life yoked around, because I'm not saying that men are, but most men are very plain, bland. I look at most men, I'm like, what do women see in these men? They're like cavemen to me. A lot of them just don't have very much to them. They're very one-sided, and I'm very emotional. I'm all over the place. So I don't think a normal, like I said, a lady would be used to having a man like me around, because I don't hide my feelings. I let my feelings come out a lot. People are like, man, you're an emotional dude. I'm in touch with my feminine side. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do appreciate it. And I think that's sometimes what it is too, guys, because I have emotions, and my emotions, like Jet say, sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. We all got good days and we all got bad days. So, and I think sometimes I'm just a bit emotional at times, and that's what, leads me to just get exhausted. I just overthink it. I guess just too wrapped up, because there are some times I really get pretty fired up to do a show and come in here and do a broadcast, and I'm there, and all of a sudden it's like, and actually it hits me too a lot. It's been later at night, obviously, and it's not later at night. It's about that 7, 8, 9. And honestly, it's like when some of you guys is the best time to be in here, and I know I should be in here, but I can't do it. Father just, he puts that monkey on my back, and that devil just rug pulls me, guys. And I'm like, all right, I'm laying down. I go lay down, and like, well, I'll get up in the middle of the night and I'll do a show or something. And I never do. I just lay down, and then I'll get up, and I like to just 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock is my favorite time of the 3 o'clock is obviously, that's my time. It's always been my time. I don't know what it is about 3 o'clock. I'm almost always awake at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's very few times that I'm not awake at 3 o'clock. It's just that time of the day, or first part of the day, that's ideal for me. It's like everybody's just finally put to sleep, or everybody's up. I'm hoping that, I like I said, I'm hoping that we can all use this channel and be all kind of be that light. I hope, Apple Tree, really, that we can all be. It's a really tough time to be alive right now, and so those who are pushing meek, those who are pushing don't fight with anybody. You notice I'm not some guy in here going, all right, guys, we're going to get all this militia together, and we're going to form all these guns, or we're going to go after the government. I'm like, no, become your own government. Become your own gardener. Become your own meat supply. Go get teepee. Don't fight people for teepee. I'm a pacifist. I don't want to fight anybody. I mean, I'm not a light guy. Ask anybody you spin around me, they'll go, dude, that dude is hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hold anything back. I will not hold anything back in front of any man. I don't care if he's 500 feet tall or 5 foot tall, or if he's built like a brick, house, or he's thin or whatever. I will not hold back to any man, but yet I still consider myself to be a meek man, and I try to be as humble as I can. I don't think that I'm special in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing about me. Like I said, how am I, if I was special, if I was that, how come I don't have a kingdom? How come I don't have people who come and, Kevin came here. How come I don't have 30 people homesteading with me? How come I don't have one of the largest channels on the internet? How come I don't have a lot of money? How come There's nothing special about me. The only thing that makes me unique, or maybe some of my tattoos, but I'm set apart. I'm not better or above, or I actually don't like to be told that I'm below anybody, I'm above anybody. I really don't like when people say they're below me either. We're not, we don't sup in the narrow way, but there was a stream where somebody came in here and I was asking somebody to make a call when I was doing the live streams for Elijah, having them call the district attorney. And this person came in and said that they had a disability and that they couldn't call because of their disability. And I'm like, get out of here. You can't call, whatever. You're here on this live stream. If you have a voice and you're speaking these dots in here, or whatever, pushing these buttons, and, then I don't want to hear it. You're not below, you're making an excuse. And wow, dude, you just went after somebody had a disability. No, I'm not. I'm not going after that person at all. I'm pointing out that they're acting like they're below me. So what if somebody has 2 or 3 disabilities? So now they're just worthless completely, or what? They're not worth anything anymore because they have a disability. They don't deserve the constitutional protection of the Constitution, the right of law, all these things. No, they're rubbish because that's what I told her. That's so him or her. I said, I want to hear it. Got stop. You're making that into a crutch. You're leaning on that. Like people, maybe, again, there's some people, I'm not saying that being, having somebody force themselves on you is a good thing, but some people have that done to them in their whole life. They stumble over it and they trip, and it's always about that. This happened to me, poor me, poor me, poor me. I can't get over it. I trip, and I'm like, and then because actually I know several, I'd have to say more women I've ever met in my life have had that happen to them than not. That's sickening. And there's women are like, well, I'm a better woman because of that. I'm no less of a woman, and that's my mentality. That's what I did to that person. I said, I want to hear your excuses. If you say you don't call, you're using it as a crutch, stop it. I don't care. You're not less than me. Stop telling me you're less than me. You are not less than me. Just because you have a disability doesn't make you any less of a person. You are on the same level as me. I don't want to hear it. Stop with your silly excuses. Just because your disability doesn't make you less of a person. You could have multiple disabilities and you're not less because you have those things. So nobody's below me. Nobody's above me. We're all here together, brothers and sisters. I don't like a lot of things. I don't agree with a lot of things, but I don't try to mistreat people because of their, things that make them different or unique, because I think that there's another person like me on this rock. And see, that doesn't make me better, above or below, but I don't think there is another me. Although they might be somebody who might look like me, I guarantee once they start talking, they are not Tracy, not Pastor Revelation. No, they're not. So I do thank Father for that if you guys come in here, that there is a set apart to the flesh that he made here. But please don't make me feel like I'm above, because you can see it really bothers me. And I don't mean it's fine. I just have a hard time taking, I guess, a compliment, but it's because it bothers me. I don't want to be above anybody. I had people tell me my whole life, you can't ever be wrong, Tracy. Stop telling me that, please. I can be wrong, but when I'm correct about something, and I can be corrected, I stand on something that I've researched for a long time, and I made sure that I've used all my means to come to that conclusion. I will not let you change something that I know that I've spent a massive amount of time. So appreciate it, Tree. I really do, because I'm just a man. I'm not better than anybody. I'm really not. I'm just so it is inspiring, though, to think that people can take something from the channel, though, and again, we can grow together and we can gain. It adds value again. But please don't ever please don't ever tell me that I'm better than somebody or this, this channel, as I told you, what I say this, there's not another channel, you know, um, so once again, I don't get everything right. I'm not always right. So, um, please correct me with the word. Please correct me with your studies. That's what we're here to do, is iron sharpens iron. So I'm just one of 18,000 though. So, okay. And, I'm thankful, so thankful though. I truly am feel blessed and thankful that there are people who come in here and gain from this channel, man. Thank you so much, Father. Don't give me the glory, give Father the glory, you know, um, because he's the one who inspires me uh, to just stay in the flesh, and then having brothers and sisters again. Like I told you, I didn't connect with anybody on this rock. I just never have, just didn't do it. So knowing that I'll be with other people on the other side, um, from this ministry is such a blessing, because again, it was only my son Elijah. I mentioned that in the stream earlier. Only Elijah Werner, my son, I feel like I spent days and days. Although there's somebody in here in the channel that I met recently within the last 3 years that I've had a really good connection with, that I really haven't really connected with many people. And we're kind of like polar opposites too, in many ways. And in many ways, we're very, very alike. But I've only met him in a couple, few years. I'm talking about somebody I've known for my whole life, somebody I've connected with that I know I'm going to be with on the other side after I die. So um, I do feel like there's people that have come to this ministry, um, and that we're going to be together, guys. So I can't tell you, I had only my son to be with after I die, just one, and now I have several. I couldn't give enough time to this channel, brother, sister. Do you understand? I know I spent a lot of time in here, but man, you do a lot of live streaming. I don't do enough, brothers, sisters. I really don't. Like I said, think about that. You guys add such value. You really do. And I really, again, I couldn't imagine. Can you imagine just going to the other side and just being there? Just my son, just him. What are you looking forward to after you die? I might get to be with my son again, because I don't know if he's even alive right now. I don't know where he's at. Father has done something to me I didn't ever think could be done. If my son is dead or alive right now, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if my daughter, his wife, is dead or alive. I don't know. I don't know. I've tried, but I just can't get the answer. Father will not show me anything, nothing. And I have to live with that. The only person I'm connected to prior to this, I can't have a connection with in this world. I don't know if I ever will again. I've told you that before, guys. Right now, I can't talk to him. And right now, he's gone. He went missing. He's gone. I don't know where he's at. So I'm thankful that I'll get to be with him on the other side. That if I never get to see him again in this flesh, which is very hard for me to swallow, it is what it is. Life's not Burger King. Can't have it your way all the time, right? So I hope you understand what I'm saying to you. There are others like me, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? There's others like me that have no connection in this world to anybody, or very few, or one or two. So I had one connection, and Father took that from me. The only person I could talk to for hours and hours about the scripture, and the only person who would listen to me and wouldn't make me feel like crazy. So I don't know, JW. I don't know. I don't know how that's even possible right now. There's nothing to support that right now. So, there's nothing to support that. Nothing. I have nothing to grab a hold of. Not even one string. The only thing I have is faith that if it happens, it's because Father will will it, and it will not be the will of my own. It's not possible for me to do. So that's what I've got, faith. I've got faith, and that's all I have. I don't have anything else to grab a hold of, but I'm so thankful for this channel because there will be other people on the other side. I won't just be Elijah. And I don't know if he's going to be on the other side with me or not. I might not go. He might go. I might not go. I don't know. I don't know where. I probably run a better chance of going to hell, like Elon Musk said. I don't mean to go. And I don't mean to go there. I'm just saying I probably run a better chance of going to see more people if I went to hell. So that's not where I want to go. I want to be with Shiloh. I want to go to the wedding. I want to be the bride. I want to hear that harper's harp. I want to eternally be with Father without this flesh. I'm so excited about that, but it's not for me to choose. It's not for me to, I don't get that choice, right? All I can do is take up my cross daily like I do. So you guys, I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but if there was ever a time that I could tell you that you add value, since September, they said, but so weird, Agatha, is that they said he went missing in September, but I went to a court date in October and he was on the phone in October. Not in the courtroom. I went to the courtroom. I got in trouble because I'm protecting my son from him getting in trouble. And I got in trouble because I was protecting my son. I didn't do anything wrong. I still haven't done anything legally wrong, but they arrested me because of me protecting my son. So he had a court date and I went to show up there at his trial because I thought I was going to get to see him. I thought they were just going to throw the book at him no matter what, but I was going to say, I got your back, son. I'm going to keep doing this. I'm not going to stop. Dad's got your back. Keep your head, in the word. Don't lose your faith. And then I showed up to his trial, and that was in December, and they said he had gone missing in September. And through my investigation, it's just a very odd way that he went missing. He was playing an online video game, and it went black, and he never came back online ever again. His wife, my daughter's gone. No, I can't get anybody who knows where she's at. The only person I know who knew anything about him was his mom and his brother, and now she won't even call me back. She won't even call me back. She's the one who told me that the cops came looking for him. They came looking for him. So I don't know where he's at. And all I know is the last time I know that I saw him, the cops shot him in the chest. And he is alive, but they did shoot him in the chest. They did kidnap my daughter that day. That day, remember, you guys, my eyes all hammered. My eyes not going to ever be the same. My lungs are not going to be the same. They're just not. I know it. I see it in my work. I just don't have the respiratory stamina that I once had. You don't breathe tear gas canisters, 4 and 5 tear gas canisters, and then not go to the hospital about it and then breathe that tear gas for months on end. I told you guys, I just cleaned that other tear gas off the wall. I didn't know it was there. I found some more tear gas the other day. I'm like, how's that there? I already cleaned that wall. So it's weird, but so I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can do is go off of the last thing I know. And the last thing I know is he was playing a video game online with his brother, and then he went black and was never to be seen again. So I'm glad I have faith, because the only chance I may get to see him again is not in this flesh. And I know that, and I just have to live with that. And it hurts me every day. Please don't think that I don't think about it every day, but I don't talk about it anymore because I don't want to drag you guys into this anymore. I've done thousands of hours to try to protect him. It's just that horrible of a country we live in, where I have all the evidence to clear his name and my name, and it's 9 months later, and nothing has been done about it. Nothing. 9 months since they swatted this ministry, brought 9 men with guns out here to try to kill me, try to unalive me, and the Father wasn't having it. So I'm so thankful that I'm still here and that I can still, they kidnapped my daughter. She wasn't on the warrant. They didn't have a warrant for her arrest. They had no probable cause. They did not show reasonable articulate suspicion. They had no secret indictment. They illegally detained and arrested her, and then they ended up charging her with 2 felonies and a misdemeanor. And she didn't do anything. She had nothing to do with any of it. Just got caught in the middle of it. So if you want to see the SWAT raid, it's online. It's not easy to watch because I did SWAT. I did, live stream the SWAT raid. It is set apart in the playlist video of this channel. But I'm warning you, it's not easy to watch. They came in here trying to kill me, brothers and sisters, and that's not what happened. They got the complete opposite. They wanted a gunfight. They wanted me to come out with a weapon. So that's not what I wanted. I didn't want to fight, brothers and sisters. I told you I just want my son's hours to be documented. That's it. The hours that I know he did. I wouldn't stand up for him if he didn't do his hours. If he didn't do his hours, I wouldn't do any of these things. But he did. I know he did. I was part of it. I helped facilitate all of it. So that's what I keep telling myself. Maritza, I do. I tell myself that every day. It's God's timing. Let it go, Tracy. You can't do anything about it. God's timing is perfect when he's ready. And when and if, he will show his impeccable time. So I can't agree with you anymore. You're right. That's what I tell myself. Faith. And who am I to understand? Why am I trying to understand something that I can't wrap my brain around? And I don't mean to go there. I'm not better than anybody, but I know that my IQ is, it's not, I don't have a low IQ. I have a 30 plus years of studying. So I know my IQ is, I've done my studying, and I can't disagree with that. It's all in God's time. And, everything I've ever studied would point to exactly that. So I appreciate that. That's a good way to, let's wrap that up with that. Thank you. His timing is beautiful, isn't it? That's Father's biggest issue that he's going to have with me and Shiloh, guys. I'm telling you, probably a lot of us are guilty of this. Time. What we think of time is so wrong. We're so far off. Just when we think we know what's going on and how this is going to work and the timing, he literally will just change it. So that's what he's done to me every single time. At least in this case he has. So he's shown me when I'm ready, I will do this. You just keep walking and follow my commandments. Do what it is that I tell you. Take up your cross daily. That's why this channel is put up daily. Deny yourself. Things that my flesh wants to do, I cut it off. I don't do it. And conform to my image and follow after me. So that's why I stand up to this perversion of this law. And whatever they do to me, he said, you will be persecuted for my name, my Shem's sake. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome to know that I'm being persecuted because I'm standing up against the perverted law. This is what they did to Christ. So it feels right. You're getting thrown in jail and threatened with felonies, and it feels right. Feels right, guys. Feels like this is what I should be doing. I'm not going after anybody. I'm not seeking vengeance. I'm trying to stand up for the perverted law, the Constitution of the United States, the Constitutional Republic, and then, things that I know that are provable in a court of law. So Father's time's impeccable. I cannot, again, disagree with you any at all. Thank you, Father, for your perfect timing. And I apologize that I always question Father because his timing is not mine. My timing is completely different. My timing is so far off. I really wish I could just let that go. But in this case, I have, brothers, sisters, in this case with my son. What am I to do? What am I to do? There's nothing I can do. All I can do is have faith. There's nothing I can do. So much agape. Valeo. Let me get this cabin starting to cool off here, guys. I'm going to need to get some wood. Thanks for coming in, guys. I'll come in for the end of the night. I think I can get back in here, but I do need to charge this phone up because I didn't switch the batteries over. Oops, I didn't do that. That's all right. Maybe I'll have enough battery. If I get off here because of the solar, remember I'm on solar, guys. I didn't let this battery charge. Let me let my battery charge for a couple hours or something. It'll be charged back up, and we'll see you guys. We'll talk more about preparedness. Okay? And we'll definitely more gospel. Can't never get enough gospel. I don't know about you, but I love the gospel so much. I really love the gospel. it's my thing. So it is what keeps me going. So you guys too as well. Thank you for the blessing in the ministry. Much agape. If you want to support this ministry, you can do it by hitting that thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to make a comment after the video about something that was contained within the video, that always helps. People can look at the comment section and see. You ever do that? Watch something and look at the comment section to see what's in it. That helps. So people that have been leaving videos, comments after the video, appreciate it. And bio is a description if you want to leave a monetary tithe. We did have somebody leave a Cash App yesterday. Thank you so much for the tithe. Donna always comes in here and tithes about every 2 or 3 times. She'll make a tithe to the ministry. So amazing. Thank you for your tithe the time. More importantly, monetary is temporary. Time is, you can't print more of that. So thank you for that. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.